But it sounds like AJ's going to fight Jake Paul. I mean, if he's true to his word, if he really wants the fight, I mean, it's all very well saying, what did he say? I'll knock it, you know, he's got a weak chin.
Jake Paul just spoke to Oscar there and said, Anthony Joshua has a weak chin, I will knock him out.
Well, look, if he's true to his word, the fight will happen.
Next.
But whenever
I
know, but I can't believe, you know, and it's great that Tyson Fury is saying that Jake Paul's going to win, and people, I mean, like, maybe I've just lost my mind. But if they truly want that fight, you know, I reached out to Nikisa earlier, we're going to have a chat next week. If they truly want the fight, we can make actually the fight that does the biggest numbers in the sport. Forget Canelo Crawford. That doesn't even touch the surface of, and I can't believe I'm saying it, of AJ again.
Beat Jake Paul. Excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past a minute. To be quite honest with you, and as a safety aspect, there's no way that fight can go ahead. At the end of the day, my God, how good does it make me look? He gets beat by Jake Paul. That automatically makes me two-time heavyweight champion of the world, doesn't it? There's no proper way. I've got to laugh about it. How are we even talking about this? He got his nut boxed off by me a little over 2 years ago, and now all of a sudden he's talking about fighting Anthony Joshua. It's like, come on. Like, you can't be serious. He can't beat me. I'm not Anthony Joshua, am I? So it's just ludicrous. It really.
Anthony Joshua has had enough. The criticism, the outrage, the purists losing their minds because one of the greatest heavyweights of this era chose to fight, Jake Paul. He hasn't made a loud public statement, but his training, his attitude, and his response behind the scenes all say the same thing. He's done listening to the noise. And honestly, this matchup has shaken the entire combat sports world. Jake Paul was supposed to fight someone smaller, and now he's suddenly standing across from a former unified heavyweight champion in a fully sanctioned heavyweight fight.
Paul, if this is not going to be, you know, curated into a little dance around exhibition, could find himself in a way of getting seriously hurt here, like Francis Ngannou did. Francis Ngannou was an MMA fighter that got blasted out by Anthony Joshua. A fitter, more focused Anthony Joshua than the version that we've got now, possibly. But this, to me, is everything that's wrong with boxing. It's a money play, nothing wrong. I don't begrudge Anthony Joshua getting 50 million quid for an easy night's work. That's fantastic returns. Most people would take it. But from the boxing world, Jake Paul is now a professional fighter. Whether we categorise him as a YouTuber or not, he's licensed to fight, which means that the governing body should be suggesting that this is not a fight that possibly they should be looking to sanction.
Yeah.
But they will, because the sanctioning fees will be enormous. Anthony Joshua will not lose his legacy like some people are suggesting, because no one will remember it in 2 or 3 years' time. If he embarrasses himself in there, they'll remember it. But if he goes in and knocks him out in 30 seconds flat, or turns it into a little bit more of a sort of Jake LaMotta raging bull, holding him up for a few rounds and then knocking him out, then people will forgive it. He'll get a big bag of money, which most people in the world would take.
November 19th in Miami?
Yeah.
No.
Do you know which fight I'm talking about?
No.
Fair enough.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
Man, bro, Jake Paul been training pretty freaking hard and consistent. And I don't think they're just taking a fight to take a fight, you know?
The damage that's going to be inflicted to it. Boxing's a dangerous game. Your brain isn't supposed to rattle around in your head, particularly the way it's going to the Jake Paul when Anthony Joshua starts letting those punches fly. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be, I hope they've got some real good paramedics close by, because it's...
Fans call it madness. Analysts say Joshua should be ashamed. And some even claim the fight sets boxing back. But Anthony Joshua isn't stupid, desperate, or clueless. He's one of the most disciplined and accomplished heavyweights of the last decade. And he understands what many refuse to admit. Money drives the world. Money drives the sport. And if he's being offered life-changing numbers to take a fight, he'll most likely dominate. No one has the right to tell him he shouldn't take it.
Wide boxing icon, let's be honest, right? There's no way that he loses to Jake Paul. unless it's an exhibition match. Now, Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua's promoter, came out and said, we are not interested in an exhibition match. We only want a professional rules fight.
And how would it work? Would it be an exhibition?
No exhibition. So we're not interested in exhibition. It's a real fight. It's a cruiserweight moving up to heavyweight. We were going to have an 8-round fight this year on an undercard somewhere, very obscure. We didn't expect that to be against Jake Paul, but it just so happens that if it is, it's for 50 times more money.
Well, that's just crazy straight away. Eddie Hearn is chatting some there, because this shouldn't be a sanctioned bout. Sanctioning Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua is almost as bad as sanctioning Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul. And remember, the commissions weren't going to do that, and then eventually they had to pull the plug. I did a video on this. Apparently, some allegedly, I don't know the whole story, some domestic abuse stuff. I don't know the details. I don't want to get into it. It's disgusting, whatever it is, but the fight's not going ahead. But apparently the commissions were very, very hesitant to license it anyway, right? Because of the weight discrepancy, because that's what Jake Paul always does. But I will say that Anthony Joshua, that walks around 265, 270 pounds, he's going to have 50 pounds give or take on Jake.
I'm here for the fight. Usyk's one of my favorite fighters, him or David Benavidez. So here to enjoy and just have some fun tonight here at Wembley.
Come on, put some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.
Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua.
I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad.
But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way.
And I love it. Like the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans. So I'm going around the pubs, talking to all the people, asking them about how they think about the fight. I just love the atmosphere. I love to be here. And this is always history when you're at Wembley.
Jake Paul has reached out to Anthony Joshua a few times. I've spoken to Nikisa, Jake's manager. It's never a fight we anticipated. It's never a fight we've targeted. But if you want Jake Paul to be the warm-up fight, and obviously financially it's a great opportunity for AJ, and you want to provide AJ and probably in turn Matchroom with the opportunity to extinguish Jake Paul from the world of boxing, then maybe AJ will oblige.
Behind the scenes, those close to Joshua say he's completely unfazed by the criticism, because he knows he's earned the right to make whatever decisions he wants. He climbed through the toughest heavyweight era, fought the Klitschkos, the Povetkins, the Ruiz rematches, the entire Usyk saga. His resume already speaks for itself. He has nothing left to prove, and if Jake Paul wants to hand him millions for a sanctioned heavyweight fight, Joshua isn't hesitating for a second.
Something is that Jake Paul's had a lot of accusations over the years for a guy who's had no amateur fights. What's he had, about 10 or 12
fights, yeah.
Fights, I'm not sure what he's had. And, you look at the opposition he's had and people saying, when's he going to fight somebody? He stepped up. He's stepping up to a two-time world champion, a genuine heavyweight, a proper heavyweight champion, and an active fighter. And this is a big moment for him, and you got to take your hat off to him for that. As regarding AJ, I'm sure AJ's wants a fight back after that, that unbelievable loss he had against Daniel Dubois. That's quite an emphatic loss. He wants to come back, get himself. Dip his toe in the water. He's going to get paid a lot of money for this. This fight's going to generate a lot of money because for me, it's a fighter. Jake Paul's going to be a massive underdog against a big favourite, a big odds-on favourite. Can he do it or not? This is a car crash, and people will watch it because that's what people do at car crashes. And that's what this is.
If you don't win this fight in 30 seconds, there's going to be two things thrown at him. One, good. A lot of people are going to say, you can't afford Jake Paul in your arm. You're terrible. You're never any good. So forget he was two-time heavyweight champion in the world. He was the fellow that struggled with Jake Paul. And God forbid he gets beat. Imagine if he got beat or he gets dropped, or the rest of his career count pretty much for nothing in most people's eyes. And the second thing is, if he does take him rounds, if he does hold him up, if he does if he does play the game and get a few rounds in and it's a bit of an exhibition style thing, he'll never be taken serious by most paying public ever again. So I just think it's a no-win situation for Anthony Joshua, apart from the 50 million quid, of course, which is not too bad.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is crazy.
Who you got in this fight?
I gotta go Jake.
Oh God.
Who the fuck is he fighting? Jake's
Jake,
good.
I'm not betting on this fight.
Why?
Joshua's good.
That's your man.
Private conversations. People say Joshua's mindset is simple. If fans want to judge, let them judge. If analysts want to call the fight embarrassing, let them scream. When the bell rings, Anthony Joshua intends to remind the world he's still one of the most dangerous heavyweights on the planet. And Jake Paul, whether he likes it or not, signed up for a real fight, not an exhibition, not a gimmick, but a sanctioned heavyweight bout that goes on the official record. Now the real question becomes how this matchup actually unfolds. Jake Paul has power, discipline, and determination, but this is an entirely different universe he's walking into. Joshua brings Olympic-caliber technique, elite footwork, crisp combinations, and world-class timing. Jake has never faced anyone close to Joshua's size, strength, or championship experience. The gap is massive, but Jake Paul's lone advantage is the same thing that makes him dangerous: pure unpredictability.
Lost to Tommy Fury. You can't. Anthony Joshua cannot box Jake Paul. Horrific. He's dangerous for one, and two, if Jake Paul even lands a glove on him, it just diminishes everything that he's achieved. Jake Paul won't last 2 minutes for me. Never mind Anthony Joshua. It's ridiculous. It's a joke.
If AJ does say yes to going in against Jake Paul, does he harm his legacy?
I would lose a bit of respect for him. I think a lot of boxing people would as well, to be honest. Why would he box him? 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, one of the best heavyweights the last 20 years, held British boxing on his back. People might say he deserves to box Jake Paul. But why though? Why would he do it?
Did you lose respect from when he fought Ngannou? Did you lose respect from Fury when he fought Ngannou?
Ngannou's a serious fighting man. World champion in the mixed martial art.
It's a worrying thing, potentially, the damage that AJ could do to Jake Paul.
He'll hurt him. Yeah, Jake Paul is a cruiserweight. You wouldn't put the Midlands area cruiserweight champion in with Anthony Joshua, so why would you put Jake Paul in there? Just because he's a superstar, whatever. I don't know what he does. What does he do? What is he?
A YouTuber.
It's just not worth it. He's got enough money as it is. Why risk all that for a few more quid? I don't like it. I hope it don't happen. I don't think Anthony Joshua will do it.
I don't know if you've seen this fight's in the works, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. As a Brit, how do you evaluate?
I've just seen that. Someone just told me about that. That's mad. Fair play to Jake Paul, first of all, for taking it. But if AJ doesn't knock him out in like 1-2 rounds, then I feel like the fight is mostly fixed or something, because I'm going to Anthony Joshua, obviously, for the KO. So yeah, when is it, you know?
It's going to be next month they're working towards.
Oh yeah, sick. Yeah, I'm going AJ for the win.
Private conversations. People say Joshua's mindset is simple. If fans want to judge, let them judge. If analysts want to call the fight embarrassing, let them scream. When the bell rings, Anthony Joshua intends to remind the world he's still one of the most dangerous heavyweights on the planet. And Jake Paul, whether he likes it or not, signed up for a real fight, not an exhibition, not a gimmick, but a sanctioned heavyweight bout that goes on the official record. Now the real question becomes how this matchup actually unfolds. Jake Paul has power, discipline, and determination, but this is an entirely different universe he's walking into. Joshua brings Olympic-caliber technique, elite footwork, crisp combinations, and world-class timing. Jake has never faced anyone close to Joshua's size, strength, or championship experience. The gap is massive, but Jake Paul's lone advantage is the same thing that makes him dangerous: pure unpredictability.